basically just made it easier in case I ever needed to take the shirt off, that I wouldn't have.
I want to say congratulations on your baby, by the way.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. We're very proud. Thank you. Moments. I just, in picking one randomly, that I will never forget is in the pilot episode where the brothers are in the library looking at the monitor and studying their case of the woman in white. That was actually the very first day of production on Supernatural, and we were filming in Glendale.
That's right.
At the library, and I'll just never forget it because that was day one, and he and I were already having a brother-like scene where I think you reached for the keyboard and I like slapped your hand away, and like it was instant, and I knew then that like we had something that had potential, like that we had a rapport that could go a long way with a good show. And
I don't take offense at all. I'm really proud. You know, I remember there were some discussions when you become an actor. A lot of people kind of have discussions of whether you should be named something else, something that sounds more whitewashed, something that sounds more agreeable. And I guess I was lucky enough to be surrounded by people who were okay with me being me. And I think Padalecki is weird. It's a weird name. But it's me. And I'm proud to be me. And it's different. Yeah.
You're perfect!
Thank you. And I'd rather be a failed actor, but be Jared Padalecki, than be a successful actor and be Jared Johnson or something. You know, I'd rather just be myself. Because when you go to bed at night and you're laying in bed, you have to be happy with who you are. Because you were born the way you're born with the name you're born, and you are who you are. And it's about being happy with who you are and figuring out there are more important things in life. You know, this is just what people call me. It's not my soul, it's not who I am, so I'm happy to be Jared Weird Name.
I mean, by hitting a wall, I think I know what you mean. There's just kind of a block.
Yes.
You know, yeah. Two kind of scenes come to mind, in two different ways of being a block. One was a scene between Jared and I where. Your cell phone. Where Jared and I, we refer to it as the breakup scene. You probably know what we're talking about. Where you've got the head in the back of the car, and it's on like a dock, and he gets out, and he's like, I can't even be around you anymore. And he takes off walking. Where are you gonna go? And, well, that scene originally was written. I think the writers like maybe went out that afternoon and got drunk and came back and said, oh, we really got to write this. You know what? Let's just pull up a romantic comedy and pull the dialogue from When Harry Met Sally and put that in, because it was such a, it didn't read like two brothers, you know, having an argument. It felt like a man and a woman breaking up. So that was a really big block for Jared and I. We got together and we were like, how are we going to fix this? So we basically rewrote the scene and twisted it and tweaked it to make it sound like, you know, the characters getting in a fight and walking away from one another. So that was something that we were able to kind of put our heads together and creatively find a way out. Another block, I'd say, was probably the emotional scene that I had when Dean was telling Sam about his time in hell. Mm-hmm. And that was a block because I don't know, for whatever reason, I got really emotional. And I've said this before. When you have a scene like that and you get emotional and those emotions start flowing and your face heats up and your eyes start watering And you know, it's the emotions start. Your body is reacting to something very emotional. Your brain knows it's not real, but your body doesn't. So it's reacting as though you're really going through something. And I remember when J. Miller Tobin directed that episode. I remember when Miller yelled cut, I couldn't stop. Like I was just crying. I couldn't, and I was like shaking. And you know that knot in your stomach. I don't cry that much, but it was just coming out, and I couldn't stop. I had to walk down the road. I had to like walk it off, and I couldn't. And it was really hard to like get it back because I knew we had to go again. And I just couldn't stop. And it was like one of those things where once you get going, you just can't turn that off. And that was really tough. But I literally just had to go walk it off. And that was how I dealt with that, and came back and was like, okay, let's go. So yeah, we come in, but those are curveballs that we enjoy. Like I remember going home that night and being like, wow, I really poured a lot of myself into that performance. I can hang my hat on that. That was sweet.
Are you sure you want to dump these things? I'm thinking they might actually come in handy down the road. What do you think? Hey. What? What is it? Talk.
Nothing.
Well, that's convincing. What, did Monster Russ give you the jeebs, huh? Because I gotta be honest, I ain't looking in the mirror for a while myself.
Okay. You really want to know what's wrong?
Yeah. Yeah, you know my motto, here to help.
Here to help. Kind of like you helped Amy.
Listen, Sam.
Don't lie to me again. You know, don't even talk to me. Yeah, I can't. You know what, Dean? I can't.
Well, you can't what?
I can't talk to you right now. Dean, I can't even be around you right now.
Okay, so...
So I think you should just go on without me. Go.
All right. Sorry, Sam.
But no, Jared and I call him J-Rod. I don't know, have I ever called him J-Rod in front of you guys? Yeah, that's actually what most people on the crew call him, is J-Rod. It's just kind of mispronouncing Jared. J-Rod or J-Pad. J-Pad, but yeah, a lot of people call him J-Rod. I get called Jackals. Jared also calls me, what else does he call me?
Freckles?
What? Not Freckles. Calls me Stack.
Eh? Stack?
I don't know. Like Stackles, but he shortened it to Stack for some reason. Shackles, he calls me sometimes. I don't know. We've been together way too long. Is what it boils down to. And, I mean, the fact that we're wearing the same color shirt today should. He showed up and he's like, I'm like, really? And he's like, dude, I brought two shirts, and I'm like, me too. Whatever. And then he said, we're on the same cycle. Some of you were like, what? That's not funny. So anyway, yeah, that's those are some nicknames.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You've talked a lot about the technical side of your directing since you've been here. I'm wondering, what's the most fun thing about directing for you? Is it perhaps telling Jared what to do?
No, because I tell Jared what to do anyway. Oddly enough, directing Jared was not unlike the way that we deal with each other just as actors, because he and I really look after each other quite a bit anyway. So if if we're doing a scene together and somebody else is directing, but if we're doing a scene together and he does a performance and it's his coverage, and I noticed that there was some, he missed some beats or missed some cues or didn't say it, I'll tell him, I'm like, you got a better one in you, ramp it up, speed it up, slow it down, and he does the same for me. So we kind of do that for each other, and have been doing that since the beginning of the show. So directing him, it was simple because we've been, it's an easy language. Hi.
Yesterday, Misha said that the scene where Dean gives the trench coat to Cass is romantic and gay. I'd like to know what you think about it.
The scene where Misha,
Dean gives the trench coat Cass back.
Oh, that was such an awkward scene. Is Misha behind me? I'm sure he is, because things just got really awkward. Yeah, that was a really awkward scene. In fact, Misha and Bob Singer was directing that episode, and we were crying, laughing at how ridiculous the fact that I had his jacket nicely folded in the back of the car, and not the Impala, a stolen car. And I'm like, what? There was no reason for that jacket to be in the trunk of that, but just no reason. And Bob is like, look, just do it, all right? And I'm like, but Bob, this is so dumb. I don't understand. I mean, it's this, and then we started saying the dialogue out loud, and it just sounded it was like, it was so bad. And is Misha here? Is he here? Because there was a line that he said that he couldn't get out because it was so ridiculous. And we finally ended up changing the line. Like, we had to put our heads together and be like, okay, we're changing these lines. So yeah, I remember that scene vividly, and it was, but it was just one of those things where it's a crucial part of the story and it needs to happen.
Misha said he don't like to know what Dean had done with the trench coat. Like wearing the trench coat while he's naked.
Yeah, I don't want to know what Dean did with that trench coat. And why it was just folded, so I don't know. And that was another thing too, because I had it fold. I'm like, Dean wouldn't fold this up like his, It's a coat. It's a damn coat. I get the symbol of it and what it represents. It's Cass's coat and this and that. But it was so perfectly folded with the tie and the collar. And Bob's like, can you present it like so we can see what it is? And I'm like, no, I can't. Oh, gosh. So know that we have problems shooting some scenes sometimes, and it's one more.
You're one silly goose.
You shut your mouth.
Pictures of maybe, let's say, Dean in an angelic embrace. And that's being kind of gentle with it, isn't it?
That.
Feel that question.
That's great. I love that. You got pictures like that of us in embrace all over your bedroom. I know that.
Always. Yeah. They have a van with that airbrush on the side. It's just a strange splinter of fiction. Yeah, my conversion van just has his face on it. It's just a nice airbrush, and then there's an eagle on the other side. I ran out of room. And a wolf howling at the moon. It's cool, you'd like it. And it feels so bizarre, but luckily we've been mostly tied up lately.
Fishing for that one.
When a bad guy And there's a bad guy. When there's like when two bad guys really like each other, they don't make us stand up against the wall like we're stuck, which is a lot better. Thank you in advance.
Nikki Novak here for Young Hollywood with Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles. How's it going, guys?
You said that very well.
Did I
You said that
say
really
it
well.
well?
Most people
I don't know if I
butcher
can
our
say it
names
5
because they're a
times
little.
fast.
I was like, that speech, he's gonna mess it up.
Well, speaking of names, we talked to Jeffrey Dean Morgan a couple of days ago, and he said he'd been hitting the tequila really hard since he's been here at Comic Con.
That's-
Have you been
that's-
sharing in that with him?
Oh, Pop.
No,
He's a heavy hander when it comes to tequila. That guy.
He had to wear sunglasses during the interview. We're glad to see your eyes. He did.
Did he really?
Are you allowed to do that?
I don't know. I'm gonna
You
call.
are.
I'm
If you
gonna
have
call
some,
him right
feel
after this
free
and make
I have
fun of
some,
him.
but I'm all right. I'd rather make fun of him for it.
Yeah.
So going into season 8, what would be your magic number of seasons? What's the magic
7.
number for you?
I'm just kidding. I think the number that's kind of unspoken that we're all hoping for is 10.
Ooh, 10's a good number. Get
Yeah.
into the double digits. Right?
Yeah, hit 200. Well, we're in the
Hit 200
triple digits,
episodes. That'd be a pretty impressive feat, I think, for a series this, especially this day and age when series are getting canceled after the 3rd episode. To go 200, I think, would be a pretty awesome thing.
So you're both Texas boys. You spend
Yes.
time in Texas in your off time?
I live in Austin, so I hold a place in LA, basically in Vancouver. But my wife and I have a home in Austin where we spend all summer.
So I know you guys are moving from Friday. You're moving to Wednesday nights. Where would you both most likely be on a Wednesday night versus a Friday night?
Where I'd be on set on a Wednesday night, and I'd be on set on a Friday night. I think if I was not working this summer, I would probably be home. I mean, after working 9 months out of the year, my days kind of string together, my nights off. And I'm not really a go-out guy. I have a 3-month-old kid.
I heard
so-
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. So I don't. Friday nights out are no longer really a option, at least right now.
Well, and his Friday night out means that I'm babysitting, so it's really it's.
Are you a good
either
babysitter?
or.
Is he good? You trust him with your
amazing. Oh,
child?
yeah.
Yet to be seen. Yet to be seen.
And I know this season may be coming up. You guys might be spending more time on set apart rather than shooting together.
sure hope so.
Does that mean you're going to get more downtime? Is that what you're hoping for?
Hey, from your mouth to the writer's
Yeah,
ears,
you-
Do
Do you want me to talk to somebody for you?
Yes, please. They're right
Well,
in
you know
there,
what?
actually.
They are, and I actually like the idea because I like the idea of fleshing out the characters. I mean, it's great to have the Sam and Dean relationship, but I'd rather, and it's never going to be a show about Dean's girlfriend or Sam's girlfriends, but to get something other than just Sam and Dean.
Right.
Makes them more interesting people.
And I know on the show you guys have seen so many crazy supernatural things. What's the craziest thing you guys have seen here at Comic Con?
The craziest?
Anything slightly supernatural?
It might have been that R2D2 sitting there.
Yeah, what was that?
I don't know.
There was something that Jensen during the panel actually at Hall H. He was like 2 o'clock.
I go, what's at 2 o'clock right there? Jared looks over. He's like, maybe a really bad R2D2.
R2D2.
I don't know.
It was kind of dark. We couldn't see it. It hasn't been too wacky.
I don't know. We only got a kind of a split second to look out over the crowd, and it was just the
amount of people.
Yeah, the size of this thing. It's like almost 200,000 people, and sitting in the in H Hall there when they brought up the lights and seeing just the amount of people that showed up to hear us babble. It was it's pretty humbling.
We were talking with an astrophysicist by the name of Neil deGrasse Tyson, and he brought up a funny point. He was like, you've been here too long when you're absolutely unfazed by like stormtroopers walking past and Boba Fett's. You're like, oh hey, how's it going? How's it going? Another stormtrooper, another Darth Vader.
Exactly. I'd be most fazed by an astrophysicist being here.
Yeah, that's actually we both
That's
were
actually
freaking out.
probably- yeah.
That's the craziest thing you could see here as an
Absolutely.
astrophysicist at this
Absolutely.
point, right? Last question. If you guys were to come back here and dress up, what would be your ideal costume?
I would dress up as Sam Winchester from Supernatural.
I would be.
I've got the wig, so it's ready to go.
I have a bunch too. No, I would be. I gotta say, I'd probably be Boba Fett because that was my favorite guy growing up. Well, as far as Star Wars goes. Plus the full mask would be fun.
Wouldn't be Robert Pattinson?
I do that every day though. So.
And not his character.
Just
on
Robert
just
Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson.
Just purely him.
Well, you two could do the whole, Jacob Edward thing.
Oh, I wish.
Thank you so much for chatting
Thank
with
you
us, and
very much.
congrats on season 8.
He lied to us. He used us. He cracked your gourd like it was zebra. Here we go. He lied to us. Gosh. If you could see his face, I can't
Look at you.
I can't look at him. But then you don't get the over.
Put his shirt on backwards.
Perfect. Does that work? All right, here we go. Yeah, now they're all laughing. Here we go. Cash is never. His shoulders moving. His shoulders. Can we? Okay, it's fuzzy. It's good. Okay. All right, here we go. I can hear you guys. All right. This is torture. There's so many people laughing, and now I'm crying. Ah!